From the bottom of my heart, you guys. Thank you so much
Thank you for watching
for watching this guy's channel,
No,
Jody's
my God.
channel.
Jody's Corner.
Y'all.
My favorite.
Thank you so much.
YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. How you guys doing? I hope you guys had a great week. It's officially Friday, and I got a movie review for you guys. We're talking about Ford versus Ferrari. Now listen, coming into this movie, I was incredibly hyped for this film because I felt like the lack of 2019 film quality films has shocked me. And 2018 was kind of dull, as well. Under the last 5 years in films overall, it's just been like a decline in quality. And when I seen the trailer, I was like, okay, this looks nice. But then by trailer 2 and the more you hear and see, I kind of got this level of like, okay, Christian Bale, Matt Damon in this film together, co-starring. This could be special. So I was hyped. So I said, let me go ahead and see what's up with this Ford versus Ferrari and let me see what's going on. So just got back from seeing it about 2 hours ago. So this is a movie that takes place in the 1960s when the world race headquarters in Italy, something that everyone looks to, cars all around the world, is being dominated by Ferrari. So what Ford Motor Company, which is an American icon, they're booming and doing their thing. This is the story of Ford deciding to, with the help of Shelby, which is played by Matt Damon, decide to take Ford to the next level and sell to let the rest of the world know that Ford is not just a mass producer of cheap, affordable cars, but it could also be world renowned by winning this race, this yearly race in Italy. And in order for them to do that, they need to restructure and build this sports team and build this sports car. And Ford tasks a team, and it's led by this man, Shelby. And Shelby has a partner who is the greatest racer of his lifetime that he has ever seen. And his name is Miles. And he's played by Christian Bale. They come together. They're best friends. I believe they're best friends from World War II because, this is like the baby boomer generation. But these two, I know that Matt Damon's character was in the war, and I believe they were in war together, and I believe that's how they became friends. So these best friends do business together to put Ford on the map, to compete against Ferrari for the crown. That's what it's about. And you get all of the drama, the journey with Miles' family, him having this wife who is this strong, loving woman, and he has this son, and he's if you talk about Christian Bale's character, he's a douchebag. He rubs people the wrong way. He's loud. He's aloof. He cusses at people. He loses his temper a lot. People don't really like to be around him, but he has this soft, kind of stern wife at the same time who supports him, and he has this son that looks up to him. And it grounds him for me, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you're a family man. That's cool. And then you look at Shelby. He's this he's the only person who actually raced a car and won over there in the Italy race, and that's why he's famous. He's already a legend. He's famous, and no one really knows who Miles is, who's Christian Bale's character is, and Matt Damon's the guy, right? So you get to see the dynamic with their lives, between Christian Bale's life and the way he lives as Miles, and you see the famous life of Mr. Shelby, who's played by Matt Damon. You see how he lives his life and them coming together and all of the drama and things that they have to go to in order to have Ford make this car the Shelby GT 500, which is the iconic car that ended up overall winning the race 4 years in a row, I believe. So that's what it's about, right? Overall, let me give you guys just how I feel about the film. I feel like this film is a missed opportunity. Because now I really like the film, so don't get it twisted. It's just a missed opportunity for me because what I expected coming into this movie is not what I got. And I think I probably set the bar too high, and this film couldn't climb there. Because at the end of the day, this is not that film that I wanted it to be or even expected it to be. But that's not necessarily a terrible thing, because it's still a good movie. I imagine when you make a Ford versus Ferrari, I imagine them working in the shop together, trying to get the flywheel to work, or trying to deal with the camshaft, and trying to revolutionize the design of a cam. It didn't. This film failed to really focus on the relationship between these two and really show them building the cars. Like it was rushed. It was scathed over. Like, oh, we need to build this brand new engine because this engine is not going to work. Well, we need a more powerful engine. And then the guy well, we have a powerful engine. You have a powerful engine? Yeah, it's already in the car. And I'm like, whoa, that's the movie. The movie is that engine. Like, the movie is the design, all the work put into making this car happen, but the car it keeps updating. The car is just updating out of nowhere. It doesn't give you how they sat, broke sweat, lost sleep, argued, fought. I thought it was going to be gritty like that. This is so much more commercial, superficial type of story between two dudes. Like, it's like two stuck up people gave the story of these men. Like, they didn't have enough information about these two characters. That's what it feels like to me. It feels so superficial. Like, they're trying to save face, but I don't know. It just really didn't have soul. I'm not going to say heart, because there was definitely heart there because of the passion that each one of these characters had to succeed. But the soul of it was just gone because it never existed. And that took me out of the film. I was waiting for that. I wanted tingly emotions. I wanted that bro love. I wanted to feel the bro love between these characters. I definitely felt hate for some of the side characters. Some of the suits and the businessmen that work for Ford really pissed me off, and I think that's a good thing. Henry Ford Jr. is the acting owner of the Ford company during this time. His father passed away because, he started the company in 1899, and we're already here 1967, I believe, is when this film takes place. So Henry Ford Jr. is trying to push the envelope because things are stagnant, and that's how this program came to be. And this movie I wish it was more emotional. I wish it was more tingly. I wish it was more epic and feel goody. And this movie was dragging for me for the first hour. By an hour and 20 minutes into this movie, I was like, oh boy, I think this is gonna be a dud. And when I say dud, I already had the letter grade for me. So I by an hour into the movie, I had a grade. I said, this is going to be one of these movies. And it stayed there. And I was even considering going to a minus version of it. Like, okay, this is this minus. And then I was like, then something happened. And in that very same scene, it took that minus out of my mind and gave me the solid letter grade that I was going to give it. And it stayed like that to the end. And it was a scene and I won't give it away. It was a scene that involved Henry Ford and Matt Damon, and it was an experience. It was something they went through, something that Mr. Ford went through that really touched me, and that was the only emotional part of the entire movie for me. And I really felt that. I was like, that's what I want. If the movie was more of that scene, more like that, with all the characters, not just Mr. Ford, and with Christian Bale and with Matt Damon and stuff like that, if it was more about that, and what he said really touched me, man. Like, and when he said this, it was so much emotion, it was so much history there. It was so you could imagine why he did what he did. And for me, that was the highlight of the film. That was the highlight of the entire film, and it made my eyes water. But it never, and then it came back down after that. That was halfway into the film, so I'm there for another 45 minutes to an hour, and nothing ever supersedes that point. So naturally, I was bummed down. The overall acting was good. Christian Bale was good in the role. Matt Damon was good. Christian Bale's character, you like him the most because he keeps he's just the guy that just can't win. And I felt myself really feeling bad for him because of the life that he had as portrayed in this movie. He's just a guy who misunderstood for the most part. And as far as Matt Damon, he was a good actor in this movie too. There was nothing terrific about either of their performances, to be honest with you. It really wasn't. I don't feel like they had chemistry. I don't feel like Christian Bale and Matt Damon had that real chemistry off camera, on camera. It just wasn't there for me. They didn't have it there, and that came through. That came through the film, and I think it hurt it. As far as Matt Damon's character is concerned, playing Shelby, kind of I have issues with him. I liked his character, but I feel like his character was kind of a douche too. And Henry Ford had some douchiness about him as well. They didn't really shed the light on the things that I wanted the light shed on. This is called Ford versus Ferrari. Now you understand why it's called that, but that title, I don't think it lives up to that title. I really don't. I really do not. And I feel like it was I can't really say this was well written, because I think the writer wrote a very safe script for these actors to have, for all these characters. This is a very safe script. The writing was okay at best. The direction was good. I would say the direction was good. The acting was good. It's just fine. This movie's perfectly fine. Race enthusiasts, I guess they'll appreciate it a little bit more, even though I feel like I'm a car enthusiast myself. But there was a guy next to me asleep, and I don't know. I really wanted to give this film a chance, and I did. And it's not a bad movie. It's good. This is a good film. It's just not that film that I thought it was going to be, and on the train goes into 2019 to see what else comes out and can actually. I feel so deprived. I'm so sorry, man. I feel deprived in Hollywood right now. They're just effing up. You get a cast of Matt Damon and Christian Bale, and even they can't turn it around for me. I'm like, what is going on? But I would not. I recommend you guys go see it. But a date, no. By yourself, yeah. With your friends, I don't know. I can't say. Maybe matinee this joint. I think that this film is not for everyone, but I think that everyone who gives it a chance will see appreciation and will like some elements of it. I do think this film has much to offer. It has much to offer, and I'll just leave it at that. And the grade that I give Ford vs. Ferrari is obvious, in case you guys didn't guess. You guys have probably been guessing, but here it is. I give Ford vs. Ferrari a B. Almost went B- with it, but that Henry Ford scene is what really kept that B there strong. Now that you guys see the grade, that grade really, it's not a bad grade. Trust me, that's a good movie. But it's just that, man, I just wanted so much more, and I gotta admit, I'm disappointed. So the truck moves on. I'm looking at films like The Irishman. I'm looking at films like there was a movie I said it was probably going to be best of the year, and I thought it was probably this one. Mr. Rogers. I'm looking at that one. I don't know. There's another one there's the main one that I really thought was a sleeper, and I can't really recall it right now. It'll come to me later, I'm sure. So I'm looking forward to see if they could salvage themselves in the last month and a half of this year. Hopefully they can, but this is a tough one. So I'm not really sure what to. Yeah, enthusiasts, yeah. Fans of these actors, yeah. Matinee at best. That's where I'm at with it. All right, guys. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Subscribe down below for more of the real content. I appreciate all your support. I appreciate the members of Jody's Corner who have been sponsoring my channel. They click that join button down below, and they're helping support the channel. And the channel's afloat because of them. And people who buy the merch down below. Thank you guys so very much for supporting. I'm Jody Joe, and I'm out this thing. Deuces.